Hello, everyone. Welcome to our session today on Outlook Productivity Hacks You'll Wish You Knew Sooner. I am Amy Spriggs. I am the Director of Marketing Strategy here at Tomorrow's Technology Today. And I have with me Katie Kramer. Katie is our project and training specialist. She specializes in all things Microsoft 365, and she is here to talk to us today about Outlook and to kind of give us a little bit of a heads up of the things that we wish we would know that we probably aren't using. I know personally, I use Outlook every day, and I'm sure there are many pieces of it that I could be using even better. So it's the idea of getting to know what you're using and using it to the best of your abilities. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Katie Kramer.
Thank you so much, Amy, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Hopefully you had a chance to grab some lunch. We will kind of cruise through this a little quickly today, just to kind of keep us moving. I tried to just grab some things that you may have not heard about before, but I thought that they were super useful, and I thought hopefully they help people a little bit. So the first one that we have is the search capability. So I know what you're thinking, like, yes, I know how to search. I can find things in my email. But I don't know if you would know exactly to this level that you have the option that when you are in your inbox and you go up to the top and you click the little search box, you have those buttons that appear. So you see the from, the sent to, the subject has attachments. You can go through and you can use those to filter and find email messages. Also, up at the top, hopefully you can see my screen okay. It says, like in the search bar itself, I typed in from, colon, and then I put a space and then Lisa. And then if you put has attachment, colon, and then and then space, and then yes or no, that's going to bring up all the different emails that you have from that specific person. And it's going to include anything that has the attachments in it. So it kind of just narrows your focus a little bit and helps you find emails that might be kind of lost out there in space that you're having some trouble finding. So I thought that was a super helpful feature, and I had no idea that you could search like that and filter down that far. So the next one is to flip between views. So we all know within Microsoft Windows that you can use your control tab and you can flip through your different screens. So Outlook is the same way, that you can go through, and as you're going from your inbox to your calendar to your people to your tasks, you can actually use shortcut keys. So if you use Control-1, that will take you to your inbox. If you use Control-2, that'll take you to your calendar. Just make sure that when you're doing this, that you have the Outlook app is like the one that you're actually on, because if you are, let's say that you're using Microsoft Edge, that'll take you, if you do Control-1, that'll take you to the first tab that you have open, or if you hit Control-2, that'll take you to the second tab. So just make sure that you're using Outlook, and then it specifically goes within those different views within Outlook. So email templates, I'm sure this is probably a little bit more familiar, but if you find that you're sending out the same email to people over and over again, it's a lot easier if you just make a template. I mean, you can even go through, and if you have a certain committee or a group of people that you need to send it to, you can even put those people in there. Do a file, save it as an Outlook template. Make sure that you note where those templates are being saved to. And then when you want to go to use that template, just go to New Email, go to More Items, and then choose Form. Drop it down to wherever your templates are saved, and just select it from there. And then you can go through and you can update it to whatever current information that you want to get out of there or get out there. So please note, though, that if your template has your email signature on it, make sure that you remove it from that that template file. Otherwise, when you go to do the new email message, that's also going to put your signature on there. So then you would have two of them. So just note that when you go to use the template. So the flagged items.
I'm going to pause you for a second. So on the templates, so when you save those templates, how do you find that back? Like if you're going to go back to find that template that you used before.
So it is saved within your File Explorer. So you can go through, like if you just use the search, if you have Windows 10 or 11 and you know the name of it, you can go and you can find it that way. Also, it'll go directly to where your Outlook templates are saved. So
perfect. Just making sure, because that's one that I haven't been using that I need to use.
Yeah, absolutely. So the flagged items / the tasks. So when you get emails coming in and you know that you need to follow up on them, you can either just mark it with a flag and that will add it to your task view, or you can also take it one step farther and you can assign it as a task, and you can put a reminder in there so that if, let's say that you got the email on Monday and you want to make sure by Wednesday that you actually do something with it, you can go through and you can kind of set up a little reminder. So like on this one, you can see I've got the flag 2 set up, and then it's got for today at 4 o'clock, I will get a reminder, and it just pops up the same way that the meeting reminders do. So your view. So let's say that you have been out on vacation and you come back and your inbox is just flooded, and everyone was very busy while you were gone. You haven't missed a beat because everyone's got you copied on everything so that everybody's in the loop. So I know that this happens, and kind of a nice way to deal with that is to go to your view tab, go to current view, go to view settings, and then go to filter. So you can see right now it's set to off in the screenshot, but when you open up that filter option, you have all the different options available to you. So if you want to just focus on someone like your boss or someone, your best customer or something like that, and you want to just specifically look at what they've sent to you while you were out, you can use the from. You can also do the where I am. So if you are the only person that email is directed to and they know that you're the one that's got to do something with it, that you're the next step or something like that, you can filter on that as well. And in that way, you only see whatever emails you are the only person on, and you know that you need to do something with them. You need to reply, or maybe you need to do an action or something like that. So I thought that was pretty handy too. And there are a ton of different ways that you can filter down in that. Message recall. So I actually just used this last week because I had the wrong date in an email. So just note that if you do need to use the message recall, that the person will see that you deleted a message. So just make sure that you correct, if you had an error or something like that, it happens. But they will see that, like, if I sent it out and I recalled it, that they will also see that I deleted it, and then that I sent a new email message. So to do a message recall, and what this is, sorry, I should back this up. So what this is if I send an email message out to, let's say, a whole group of people, and I realize, oh shoot, I had, maybe some wrong information in there, or I wanted to add to it or something like that, I can go out and I can recall that message back. So if the person hasn't opened that message yet, it'll be able to recall it. And like I said, then they'll see that the message has been deleted, and then I can send the updated or corrected message again. So to do that, just go to your sent email, select the message that you want to recall, select actions, and then select recall this message, and that'll bring it back. And again, that's assuming that the person hasn't opened it yet.
Right. Sorry, I had to unmute myself. If they have opened it, they obviously will have already seen it, but then they'll get that new message as well, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So you could always just say, recalled the last message because I forgot to add the attachment, which seems to be people's number one reason to recall a message.
Yep, that happens. Absolutely.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Which brings me to my next point, that you can also do delay delivery. So Outlook is usually pretty good. Like if you have, please see attached or something with the word attach in it, it's pretty good about flagging it and saying, hey, did you mean to attach a document to this email? So, but maybe you have that feature turned off, or if let's say you're working on the weekend and you really don't want to start a whole thing with your coworkers on the weekend, but you do need to get the message out, you can always delay that delivery and schedule it for, let's say Monday morning at 5 o'clock, something like that. So you can do new email, go to the options tab, and then delay delivery. And that's going to give you all of those different options for whenever you want to schedule that email to actually go out. And then my last little tip is to use the Outlook web app. So you can get to your Outlook email honestly from any computer that has internet access. So if you go to outlook.office.com, sign in with your Microsoft account, you can get to your Outlook from there. So, which is nice because, like, if let's say you have a desktop computer at the office, but you realize, oh shoot, I forgot to send something out, or you would just want to check your email or whatever over the weekend, technically you can do that from your home computer just by going to outlook.office.com or sorry, outlook.office365.com. You can get to it that way. Just do us all a favor and make sure that you are on a secure network. Make sure that your computer is up to date. You have antivirus, like all those same things that we are always telling people, make sure that your security is in place. So before you start doing a bunch of email on your home computer.
We did have a comment on here, Katie, and I'm going to show that comment. I'm going to actually hide us and show the comment. So this is not inaccurate information. It's showing that the issue to be aware of with delayed delivery is that it does not show in your send mail at the time that it sends. It will be there at whenever it was composed and scheduled. So, so if you have it scheduled to send at 5 a.m. The next day, it's not going to show in your sent messages at that time. It's going to show when you actually composed it. So if you're having to go back and look through it, you're going to find it that way. So that's when it might be really important to be able to search by your subject line, etc. So it may show it as that. So that's something we may want to even let the Microsoft folks know, that maybe we can have it flag or update itself somehow to show in your sent at the time that it actually sends, that you scheduled it versus when you composed it.
Yeah, yes, that's a fantastic tip. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yes. Any other questions or comments out there, anyone? So I'm just going to bring the two of us up here at once. So we are celebrating our 20 years. If you didn't notice the little logo up in the corner, 20 years in the tech industry here in business at Tomorrow's Technology Today. And we are going to continue this series through this quarter and then beyond. And right now, this is just the beginning of our quarter 3. So if you go to our website, I will pull that up here as well. And you look at tomtechtoday.com/lunch365, you will see what every episode in this series is going to be focusing on. You also can sign up for reminders. It'll send you a quick reminder right before, and then we will still do them live here, so you know where to find them. But also on that page, this is what I encourage every time, and people seem to be afraid to do it, you can give topic suggestions. Now, I know we're scheduled out for the quarter, but what we can do is we can do a bonus. We are fine with doing a bonus edition. So go ahead and feel free to add in there a topic suggestion, and we will get on that and we will get that posted as well. So anything else for us, Katie?
I don't think so. That was it. So.
Okay. All right. So we are happy to have given you a little bit of knowledge today on Outlook, quick productivity hacks. If you have any questions, comments, need anything else, feel free to send us a message. You have all of our social media. If you're watching us right now, you are watching us there. You can send us a message, or you can go to tomtechtoday.com and /lunch365 and reach us there as well. So again, we thank you for being with us today, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Bye, everybody.